Okay, so now that FIFA 23 is pretty much dead and EAFC 24 is just started, let's take a look back at FIFA 23 and how great it was. Okay, so I created a starting 11 for every single country using their best possible players. Rules are highest rating possible. Players have to be true to their position with 33 out of 33 chemistry. Shout out to Footbin for helping me create this. If you haven't used Footbin before, it is amazing. Use it for all of your FIFA needs, FC24 needs, fantastic. Okay, so the first team is Argentina, and this is probably one of the best teams in the entire game. Up top, we have an insane front three of Alvarez, Messi, and Di Maria, Enzo Fernandez, Paulo Dybala, and Acuna in the midfield, and then the icons Zanetti, Mascherano, Medina, Montiel, and then Martinez at goalkeeper. 95 overall. They are so good. Okay, and the second team that we have is Australia. This team isn't as good. There's a lot of players that aren't super great, but if you look at that midfield, it's not bad. There's Kuhl and Kale, and then Goodwin on the right side. Defenders are and then Ryan and goalkeeper's not too bad. Austria. Okay, the only players worth noting are Alaba at left back, and then Arnautovic at striker, and Sabitzer in the midfield. Belgium. This team is another one of the best ones, with a 93 overall rating. Openda at striker, Kevin De Bruyne, Dries Mertens at attacking mid, Hazard on the left wing, Salamakers on the right wing, Witsel in defensive mid, Torgan Hazard at left back, Den Donker, Alderweireld, and Meunier at right back with Courtois, team of the year, in goal. Okay, Brazil, and I'm pretty sure that Brazil has the highest rating of any team in this entire game with a 97 overall. Just look how sweaty they are. Garrincha up top with a 98 overall, Ronaldinho and Neymar, Pele, Vinicius, Artur in the middle, which is kind of weird because no one would think that he'd be the best one, but he's one of the best rated players. Roberto Carlos, Lucio, Alisson, Marquinhos, Eder Militao. This team is absolutely insane with 95 being their lowest rated. Cameroon. Okay, this one's not very good either, but there are a couple names that you want to keep your eye on, such as Samuel Eto'o on the right wing, Onana in goal, and then Toko Ekambi at left back. Canada. There are only really two players worth noting here. First one is Alphonso Davies at left back, and the next one is Jonathan David with his swag glasses. Colombia. This team is actually crazy. We got Falcao and Muriel as a strike partnership up front with both 95 overall ratings, Luis Diaz on the left wing, Munoz and Cuadrado, really good, Cordoba at center back, and then we got the Chara twins, and then we got some stinkers in goal and at left back. Croatia. This team is really good. Orsic, Perisic, Šuker, Modric, Vardiol, Brozovic, Arsenic, really good team. Czech Republic. Okay, this team is pretty buns. The only good plays are Nedved at left wing, and then you got freaking Petr Cech at striker. Who decided that this card was a good idea? Either way, I can't imagine this freaking helmeted dude running at you scoring bangers. Denmark. Honestly, a pretty underrated team. They got Laudrup and Schmeichel as the two icons on this team, and then you got the GOAT Braithwaite at striker. Ecuador. You got Valencia, Caicedo, and Pacho in the 90s, and other than that, this team isn't that good. It's pretty mid. England. Okay, this is another one of the top-rated teams in the entire game with a 97 overall rating. Harry Kane at striker with a 99 overall. Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, Jude Bellingham with 99 as well. Wayne Rooney, Paul Scholes, two icons. Headley at left back with a 94 rating. Declan Rice with a 99. Ruben Loftus-Cheek with a 96. Joe Gomez 96. And then you got Kyle freaking Walker in goal. Okay, so I lied. France is the highest rated team in the entire game with a 98 overall. Their front three is absolutely insane. Thierry Henry, Kylian Mbappe, and Moussa Diaby. All three 99s. Zinedine Zidane is another 99, and Kuku's another 99, which brings their total up to 5 99 overall players. Dembele in the midfield, Koundé, Konate, Varane, Hernandez, and Samba in goal. Germany. Pretty good with three icons. Schweinsteiger, Matthaus, and Lahm all in the back, with Klosterman at left back, Ter Stegen in goal, and then Goretzka, Kroos, Musiala in the midfield, and their front three of Marco Reus, Timo Werner, and Leroy Sané. Hungary. Okay, other than Puskas, Szoboszlai, and Gulaci, this team is pretty cheeks. Ireland. Okay, you got Robbie Keane and Roy Keane. Other than that, don't worry about it. Italy. Another top-rated team with a 97 overall. Di Natale at striker. You got Zola, Tonali, Del Piero, Marchisio, Chiesa all in the midfield. And then Maldini, Baresi, Nesta, Florenzi, and Donnarumma in goal. That back line is something to be afraid of. Except for this guy who invited him. Ivory Coast. This team honestly was so good I wasn't expecting this. Pepe and Didier Drogba up front, Yaya Toure, Eric Bailly, Frank Kessie, Sangare, Fofana, Wilfred Zaha, and then you got this freaking bum in goal. Other than that, this team is insane. Japan. That front three is really nice. Nakata, Mitoma, and Ito up front. Ooh, they look really good. I really like this team. Korea. Other than Heung-min Son, Park Ji-sung, and Kim Min-jae, this team isn't that special, but I do like it. They do look pretty nice. Mexico. Their attacking players are honestly really good. Carlos Vela, Chicharito, Raul Jimenez, Corona. Midfield's decent too, and the defense is pretty awesome. Not the wingbacks, but the center backs are Marquez and Ochoa, which is crazy because Ochoa is normally a goalkeeper, but FIFA gifted us with this rule breaker card and we got Campos in goal, so we get both of these amazing players. Morocco. I guarantee you that if it wasn't for the World Cup, none of these cards would exist. But you got Hakim Ziyech in the midfield, Boufal up front, El Nassiri, Amrabat, Hakimi, Bono, Aguerd. Wow, this team is actually really, really good. I would want to use this team. Netherlands. Another powerhouse team. Cody Gakpo, Marco van Basten, Robin van Persie, Ryan Gravenberch, Memphis Depay, Virgil van Dijk at midfield. And you got Daley Blind, Matthijs de Ligt, Frankie de Jong, Denzel Dumfries, and Edmund van der Sar in goal. This team is absolutely insane. Lots of rule breaker cards too. Nigeria. The attack of this team is nuts. Osimhen, Iwobi, Simon, JJ Okocha, Musa. Other than that though, they're kind of Norway. Holy crap, this team was an absolute shocker. You got Holland and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer up front, Martin Odegaard, Pellegrino. That back three is honestly nuts. Lauritsen, Glesnes, and Sorloth. Just forget about the keeper though, please. Poland. Smolarek, Lewandowski, Frankowski, Zielinski, Chesney, Berzinski. Other than that, poop. Portugal. Another 96 overall team. Rafael Leao, Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT up front, Bruno Fernandes at the right wing, João Felix, Rui Costa, Luis Figo, Nuno Mendes, Ricardo Carvalho, Ruben Diaz, Thiago Diallo, and Diogo Costa. This team is pretty crazy in my opinion. This is the team that I would want to go with. Saudi Arabia. This team is actually pretty nice. Al Jaber and Al Owairan up front with 90 overall ratings. Pretty good. Scotland. Dalglish up front as striker with Banan in the midfield, Andy Robertson at left back, Love at right back, and Scott McTominay. I don't know what happened to his picture, but other than that, his team is kind of but not too bad. Senegal. Kalidou Koulibaly is the best player on this team with 96 overall. You got Sadio Mane up front too, and then Nicholas Jackson as attacking mid, the best striker in Chelsea history. Serbia. Okay, this team is actually really nice. Vlahovic and Kostic up front. In the midfield, you got Milinkovic-Savic and the other Milinkovic-Savic, who is normally a goalkeeper, but we got that great rule breaker card. Dusan Tadic as attacking mid, and then another rule breaker with Mitrovic at center back and Nemanja Vidic, one of the greatest Premier League defenders of all time. Spain. Oof, this team is nice. Ansu Fati, Fernando Torres. Kind of a weird shout here, but Ayoze Perez, the 96 overall card. Xabi Alonso, Sergio Busquets, Thiago in the midfield. Jordi Alba, Puyol, Azpilicueta, Marcos Llorente at right back, and then Iker Casillas at goalkeeper. Sweden. The front four for this team is actually really nice. I was really disappointed not to add Zlatan, but I couldn't work him in over these guys. But you got Carlson, I'm not even going to say this dude's name, Alexander Isak, and Brolin, and the midfield's not too bad either. Switzerland. Shaqiri with a 95 rated card at right wing, and then you got Kubel in goal, and then, not too bad. A lot of team of the week players, I guess. Turkey. Pretty nice squad. I'm not going to try to say anyone's names other than Çalhanoğlu in the midfield, who is their best player. Ukraine. Not a super great squad other than Zinchenko at left back, the Ukrainian Messi at left wing, and then Shevchenko at striker. Uruguay. This one's really nice. Forlan, Cavani, and Darwin Núñez at the front. That's pretty nice. Fede Valverde in the midfield, Araujo at right back, and then Cabrera at goalkeeper. This team is really good. United States. This team is actually nuts. Landon Donovan at striker, Musa and Pulisic on the wings, Brennan Aronson, Gio Reyna, Roldan, Booth, Tim Ream, Carter Vickers, Lima, and then you got your boy Matt Turner in goal. Wales. Okay, this is the last squad. You got Daniel James, Moore, Ian Rush, Wilson up front. They're pretty good. Gareth Bale with that 93 overall card. And then you got Danny Ward, who's probably the worst keeper I've ever seen in my life. But he got an 86 rated card, so shout out to him. Anyways, those are the best squads from every country in FIFA. I didn't do every single country, but I did the ones that had a lot of big players that were significant. I tried my best to get the highest overall rating with the best chemistry possible, but let me know if there's any changes you guys want to make or if there's anything different that you would do. Anyways, thanks for watching. Check out my channel for more videos like this, and peace.